Hi, my name is Florecita, and I'm going to be showing you how to make a very simple craft today, how to make an owl. So these are the very simple shapes that you're going to need to cut out to make the owl. This long shape here is going to be the body of the owl. We're going to fold that in half to make him. These little D shapes are going to be his wings. These little white circles and black circles are going to be his eyes, and this tiny triangle right here is going to be the owl's nose. To fill up the owl, we're going to stuff him with polyester fiber felt. That's very easy to find and cheap at any craft store, as are all of these pieces of acrylic felt. To sew the owl together, we're going to use DMC craft thread, which I like to use for crafts like this because the threads don't divide, they stay together. We're going to use these colored pins to hold the owl together while we stitch him. And lastly, we're going to need a needle to sew the owl together. So here's the owl with everything pinned in place and ready to stitch. The stitch that I'm using to sew the owl is very simple. It's basically just pulling the needle up and down. I'll take out the pin while I'm working on the eye, and I'll just hold these pieces in place. I'll use the same stitch that I used for the wings, so again, just a very simple straight stitch. Now I will be sewing on the nose. And it's a very tiny piece, so all you really need is a couple of very small stitches to keep it in place. So now it's time to sew our owl together. The way we're going to do that is we're going to fold the owl in half, and we're going to do a stitch all around the outside. If you know how to do a blanket stitch, you can do that. I don't, so I'll do a variation of the blanket stitch, which is easy for me. So the last part of our project is going to be to stuff the owl. So for that reason, we are not going to stitch the entire way around. We're going to leave an opening here, and we're going to use that opening to put the polyester fiber fill inside. And then we'll go back when we're done stuffing and sew around the entire open edge. So here is what our finished owl looks like. So as you can see, making a softie is really easy. It's not complicated at all. I hope you enjoyed making this little owl with me as much as I enjoyed showing you how to make it. Thank you.